is to also improve your employees' health while showing positive ROI on the back end for your CFO, your financial people, understanding that, hey, these wellness programs are working, they are having an impact, as well as hitting our bottom line and the well-being of our employees. Give you a little information about Provant. Right now we're impacting over 6 million lives across America. Headquartered in Providence, Rhode Island. We've been in business since 2001. This is our sole business. This is what we do. We're not a hospital or a doctor's office that's wanting to get into wellness and well-being worksite. This is what we do. Right now we have 13,000 providers and health coaches across the U.S. as well. Roughly 300 clients across every industry. Obviously, we got started in manufacturing and textiles, but since then our book of business has diversified. So we have insurance carriers as clients, hospitals, universities, school districts, public sector, technology companies, you name it, we're in every industry you can think of. And we say we have 300 clients across all industries, but then we have some of our insurance carriers that we work with that actually white label our products. So then that takes us to about 1,300 clients actually. We have a 90% employer retention rate and a 98% participant satisfaction. So at the end of each screening event, we'll screen your employee populations on their experience. And right now we have about a 98% participation screening. So we're extremely proud of that and happy about that.
A do not compete clause?
Is someone talking? Okay. As you can see, just a list of our clients that we have. Obviously, Google's going to jump off the page. Disney, New Balance, JP Morgan Chase, SC Johnson. Our clients are long-term partners. While we have a full comprehensive program, some of our clients might just do biometric screenings with us or flu shots, and some might have a full comprehensive program with us. So at Provant, we created a worksite wellness program. Our worksite wellness programs are designed to assess, inspire, report, and reward employees on an ongoing basis. We understand how important it is to provide screenings all the way to financial well-being for your employees. We begin by assessing the real and the perceived health and well-being of your entire employee population. Obviously, you know, your health risk assessment, that's going to be your perceived health. The actual biometric screenings, that's going to be your real health. As I mentioned, we can do seasonal flu vaccinations, and then when we go over here to the Inspire stage, based upon the needs of your employee population, we'll customize our programs to include health coaching, corporate challenges, education to fit each individual's employee's needs. As I mentioned, you can see we have health coaching, disease, condition, and lifestyle management, tobacco cessation programs, health education workshops and seminars. Right now we have about 40 workshops built within our Humology platform that I'll go over later on. Corporate wellness challenges, and the thing about our workshops and wellness challenges is if you have satellite locations, you can run multiple challenges, workshops simultaneously. You can have sites compete against one another, departments compete against one another. However you want that set up, we're able to customize that. Leadership and wellness champion programs, obviously, you know, we want to identify who that wellness champion is within your organization. That's going to be the person that's going to get your employees on board. It's kind of like any other program you all implement. You know, it takes water cooler talk to get everybody involved, and we understand that. Continued education and communications plans. Our communication plans, we actually have a book of communications that can be translated into 140 different native languages. So we'll do all that for you guys. We'll do all the branding for you, color schemes, all of that you want for communication for your employees. We'll take that off your plate and handle all that. Obviously, we understand how important it is to report and reward. Enhanced reporting, we deliver enhanced actionable reports to participants and employers based on engagement, satisfaction, risk migration, economic impact, and more. I mean, you think, obviously, we understand how migration is, and we also understand, hey, what's the economic impact of this? How is this impacting our employee population? When you start looking at employees showing up to work on time, being productive, how is our program going to increase their productivity? I understand a lot of CFOs, your finance people, that's what they want to know. We started out as a biometric screening company back in 2001, and since then we've kind of grown into really a healthcare technology company now. In 2001 we strictly did biometric screenings. Since then we moved into health coaching. We can do incentive management for you all. And now we have what we call our Humology platform that I'll demo for you guys. That's really kind of taken us to a healthcare technology space. One of the things about our biometric screeners is they are going to be Provant employees. We bring them in, we train them on the Provant. They are not going to be outsourced temporaries that, oh hey, we have a screening event in California, so we're going to ship screeners out there. One of the things about our screeners is that they are well knowledgeable, capable of the job. Just kind of give you all an idea, right now we're averaging about 30,000 screens a month, which is huge. Last year, we did roughly 1,500 screening events. So we're going to use the latest technology advances, all-inclusive price, flexible on-site remote locations, as well as 24/7 around the clock. I think one of the things that we hear a lot about is that, hey, that we give the option of a remote screening. So for retail clinics, that could be your Publix, CVS. We'll do a geo-access map of what the closest drugstore is, our partner within your area for those employees that, you have a sales office in Idaho somewhere where you have 2 employees. We understand how important it is to make those folks feel part of your culture, part of your wellness culture, and to feel inclusive. So we want to make sure that we're able to get those folks in as well. And as I mentioned, we have a 98% participant satisfaction on our screening events. Humology platform. So a lot of different vendors will have different portals, platforms that they white labeled. At Provant, we used to have a portal that we white labeled as well. Here recently, probably within the last 3 years, we developed our own platform, and we call it Humology. Humology is the only workplace health platform that integrates services impacting all facets of wellness and well-being. The term 5 years ago was wellness. Now it's well-being, because there's so much that encompasses well-being. It's going to be financial, sleep, nutrition, and we have different business partners within those groups. Environment of well-being. So the Humology platform is a single sign-on platform that's customizable. We have a portal team that works in Providence, Rhode Island. This is all they do. This is our platform. We brought it in-house specifically to be able to customize and give our clients what they need and what they're asking for. Personalization, they're going to be targeted workshops, enhanced challenges, third-party integrations, so we're able to send data back and forth to your carriers as well as your broker consultants that you might be working with, or your doctor physicians for that matter. We understand how important it is to involve the community. When we say community, community is your employee base. We understand how important it is, that social aspect of wellness and well-being. It's almost like a buddy walking with or jogging with. We understand how important that is. So we're able to have a community on our wellness platform as well. Fitness devices, right now our platform interacts with over 170 different wearables. I didn't even know there were that many wearables. Obviously, there's your Garmin's, your Fitbit that are most common, but there's actually 170 different wearables. Configurable incentive platform, we can have all your incentive management right there on our wellness wellbeing portal. And then we have a mobile app. And our platform is mobile enabled. So what that means essentially is the way it looks on your desktop is the way it's going to look on your handheld device. Integration capabilities. And I'm going to demo our portal here in a little while so you actually see it in play. But in our platform, you can also have a My Resources link. That's where you can have all your EAP, your 401k, any resources that you want your employees to be able to get to within a click can be out platform as well. You'll have a health risk assessment score on the platform. And then there are best-in-class partners, nutrition, we have a financial partner, sleep, and then a telemedicine partner as well. And then you can actually see your screening results. One of the neat things about our platform is that we have a digital coach that is responsive. So your employees, they're at their desktop, they've gone to the doctor, or they just have a question, they can email our digital coach, and that person can respond right back to them within a 24-hour time period. And as I mentioned, we can do all your incentive management as well, or work with your current incentive program that you have in place, or work with your broker consultant for that. Different programs, as I mentioned, we work with some best-in-class partners. Your members get one-click access to our vetted partners simply through our Humology platform. The needs of your member population to pick and choose those services that work best for you. You know, I always like to say that Provant, we're going to do the heavy lifting. We just want your idea of what you want your culture of wellness to look like, and then we'll add our expertise to kind of get you there. Our portal, so this essentially is the home page of our portal. Our portal can be customized, branded, logo, color schemes. There are different pages within a page, so you can kind of pick and choose which pages you want, tiles, how you want that home page to look, how you want your portal to look. You see up here company logo. As I mentioned, we can brand that, color scheme, and this right here is a moving box, and I'll show you guys that when we go through the demo. And then obviously we have a mobile app as well. Tools, all our tools are just one click away. You can really get anywhere on the Humology platform within 2 clicks. Incentives obviously gather and displays participant and outcomes-based requirements.
Michael, you still there? Seem to have cut out. One moment, everybody. I try to get Michael back on the line here.
Hello?
Hey, Michael.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now. Perfect. Thank you.
Okay. I'm sorry about that. I'm not sure what happened.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you. Continue.
Well, all right. What was the last thing you heard?
You were going over the incentives and the participation and outcome-based requirements.
Okay. As I mentioned, so within our tools, everything's just one click away. As far as reward options, we can set up a rewards program to your specifications, and you'll see in the Humology platform that, you know, we understand how important it is for your employees to redeem their rewards right then at that point of time. You know, it's not something that it's going to be instant gratification. This is an instant gratification world we live in now, and we want to make sure your employees, you know, stay engaged and reach their rewards. Allows members to record and track activities for incentive purposes. Challenges. We have 15 challenges within our Humology portal. 3 challenges come free with the portal. And challenges can run, as I mentioned, simultaneously. If you have different departments, different locations, you can offer them different challenges. And we throw out the least 5 use challenges each year. So we're constantly acting new challenges, and they generally have a theme being doing NCAA basketball tournament. We'll have an NCAA basketball tournament theme. This summer we've been running a NASCAR theme. So it just depends on what's going on right now. We'll kind of run a theme around those different challenges. Motivates participation. We want to keep the challenges fresh. We want to keep your employees engaged. Track multiple trackers. Right now we have an exclusive partnership with Under Armour to use all their Map My Fitness programs, and that's all embedded within our Humology platform as well. Members can monitor every aspect of their health. As I mentioned, it syncs with over 170 different wearables right now. And then we have a Learn section, which is going to be fully integrated health assessment, biometric screenings, Know Your Numbers campaign, hundreds of health articles, and community. As I mentioned, community is going to be your employee population, division, your peers to kind of compete against. Configurable incentive platform, as I mentioned, flexible options, gift cards, health insurance premium discounts, HSA accounts, cash. Depends on what you want your incentive platform to look like. We'll help you get there. Configurable design and administration, real-time completion and fulfillment. The platform is going to track and can report out of that. I know that's a key thing for most of you all in the HR department, risk managers, is to being able to get reports out of a platform. We're able to report out of our platform. And outcomes-based incentive requirements. Health coaching. Within the Provant model, we have several different health coaching options. We have what we call one-time, and that's at the point of a health risk assessment and biometric screening event. Have embedded health coaching, and that could be anywhere from a full block of time to a 40-hour block of time a week. Just depends on the size of your employer group and what you're looking for to reach those specific needs. As well as we have telephonic health coaching, whether that's going to be lifestyle or condition management. On average, all our health coaches have about 15 years of experience. All our health coaches are also trained in TTM, which is the trans-theoretical model of behavioral change. In layman's terms, what that is essentially meeting your employees where they are on their readiness to change. If Michael Brown is a smoker and he's tried to quit smoking 3 or 5 times, it's going to be a totally different experience than Marcelo, who has never tried to quit smoking. What's going to motivate him is going to be different than motivates Michael. So our health coaches understand that and understand the importance of meeting your employees on their change. Health coaching is integrated with the assessment within our portal, biometric screening, and incentives. So the health coaches can see everything about Michael Brown's wellness right there within his face, right there within their platform. Obviously, if you are a self-insured client, then we would want to get a 2 years claims history. That way, the health coaches have a better understanding of exactly what's going on with your employee's health. If you're fully insured, it might be a little harder to actually get those claims. Digital coaching. As I mentioned, right now we have about 40 different available workshops on our plan. Our workshops go from anywhere from a 2-week period to a 16-week period. And those workshops could be anywhere from 2 sessions to 6 sessions. You can actually engage in more than one workshop as well. We understand that risk-adjusted solutions personalized to address each individual's needs. As I was using the demonstration of Michael Brown, who's tried to quit smoking 3 to 5 times, is not going to have the same experience that Marcella, who's tried to quit smoking, this is one time. Diverse and comprehensive workshops cover a variety of wide topics, including anything from chronic conditions to financial well-being, as well as for new moms, tobacco cessation programs, you name it, we have a diverse and very comprehensive workshops. Personalized is going to be tailored to incentive programs and individuals' well-being interest. Native language, over 100+ languages available, and you'll see when I demo the portal that how the portal can actually change to a native language. Self-guided, member competes at own pace and convenience. We understand that, with the millennials coming into the workforce, a lot of them want to be self-guided, whereas you have maybe a retiring employee or employee that might not be that tech savvy, might want to pick up the phone and speak to someone. So we have that option as well. As I mentioned, Humology uses MapMyFitness to allow integration with over 170 different fitness wearables. And those are just some of the wearables right there. Enhanced challenges. As I mentioned, right now we have about 15 different challenges, and we throw out the least 5 used each year. Here are a few examples of those challenges. As I mentioned, they're always themed. They could be around travel, nutrition, the season, or a sport activity that's actually going on during that time. Reporting and integration. Obviously, as I mentioned, we understand how important it is for you guys to be able to go back to your HR suite or your their finance team, and be able to say, hey, the program's working. You have monthly, quarterly, and annual reports. One of the things is that we can also track year over year as far as health risk assessments goes, risk migration. We can show you where you were year one when the program started and where you are year three and in comparison. We also have a bid, which we call a business intelligence dashboard, and that's where the account manager would come out, show you how to work this bid, and a bid essentially is you being able to go out on this dashboard, cut, slice, and dice different reports to meet your specific needs, or you could have your account manager do that as well. We have the ability to load data history, as I mentioned, from other healthcare vendors, whether that's your carrier or if you have an on-site vendor, or if you've been working with another screening vendor, but now you want to move to Provant, we those screening results and upload that into our dashboard as well. Nutrition program. So we work with a best-in-class partner called Pongo. 90% of all adults fail to eat within recommended dietary guidelines. Obviously, we know that. We all kind of fight that. If you have any salespeople within your organization, they're probably the worst offenders. I myself, as a salesperson, a lot of times we eat on the go. 70% of all employee lost production as a result of poor nutrition. Lost productivity as a result of poor nutrition costs employers 2 to 3 times more than the annual healthcare expense. So as you think about your healthcare spend and your healthcare rising, poor nutrition actually, goes into that as well. I know a lot of times we don't think about that, but a lot of the chronic diseases could be stemmed from poor nutrition. Nutrition works. So members complete their biometric screening by attending an on-site event or through a remote option. Results are uploaded into our Humology platform. Once a member signs in, those screening results are sent to the Humology Nutrition solution. One of the things that we like about our partners at Pongo is it takes in your biometric screen, your health risk assessment, and depending on where you want to be, what your goal is as far as gaining weight, losing weight, changing your diet. It can do anything from vegan, paleo, vegetarian diet, and set you up a meal planning, meal prep. It actually sends you coupons through your rewards card. So if you have Publix, Harris Teeter, Kroger, whatever type of rewards card, it will send you on a weekly basis those different specials that that grocery store is offering. Obviously, it's going to pull out, the chips and soda, but it's going to send you the protein and the vegetables that are on sale that week. So the Pongos begin to receive customized nutritional guidance, meal planning, recipes, shopping lists, as I mentioned, grocery discounts, meal recommendations to meet your specific needs. Regular email updates are also sent with tips for registered dietitians and recommendations for staying on track. Sleep improvement. We understand how important sleep is. 1 in 4 employees suffer from persistent sleep problems. On an average, every year, poor sleeping, we lose about 11.3 days of productive work time. I would probably say we've all been guilty of that. That's going to cost you, Mr. Employer, about $2,200, $2,300 per employee in lost productivity. So you think of your per employee per year cost right now might be $13,000 a year. National about $9,500 right now. Sleep is going to drive up your healthcare costs. It's going to drive up your PEPY cost, a lack of sleep that is. So we understand how important it is to improve your employees' sleep patterns. Accounts for about 24% of all workplace accidents. For you all that work in manufacturing and textiles and have employees that are manning, they've worked double shifts, they're manning heavy machinery, a lack of sleep could contribute to workplace accidents, and I'm sure it probably has before in the past. Sleep improvement program, it's easy, it's simple as well. Members sign up through the Humology portal, answer a few questions about their current sleep and lifestyle habits. The program uses the information to build a personalized sleep program. Your employees will receive daily and instructions and behavioral modification techniques. They keep a daily sleep diary, participate in weekly online sessions, and complete their suggested materials to help improve their sleep. Progress is tracked so that they can improve upon their sleep habits over a course of time. Financial assistance. This seems to be a big issue, financial wellness within workplace right now. So we partner with a best-in-class partner called Cashables. And talking with Cashables Loan, so one of the things Cashables does is it's an easy way to loan employees money directly from their payroll. So 50% of employees say they'll need to borrow credit through their 401k. And typically, employees borrow money against their 401k for two main reasons: medical bills and car. 70% feel stressed about their finances. 22% experience extreme stress, and 37% of employees spend 3 or more hours at work each week dealing with issues related to personal finance. For you all folks that work in HR, I'm sure you can understand how many employees are going into their 401k, and that does not set them up financially for long-term retirement success. Financial assistance, how does it work? So you go on, registration takes about a 2-minute process through our Humology portal. You verify, identify employment, verify your phone number, email address, employment, and personal details. You apply. You select a loan amount. You see your repayment schedule. You can have up to 2 loans per year. It will only let you lend up to a certain percentage of your monthly pay. So you can never go above what you could repay back. Cash in the bank, funds are transmitted electronically to your bank account. Your repayment is through payroll deduction, so there's no need to write checks or anything of that nature. I know one of the questions that always comes up is, okay, well, what if the employee leaves? So in the beginning stages, when you fill out the application, not really an application, but when you register, it asks you for your bank account, your mailing address, so everything goes directly to the employee. So they'll be able to recoup their funds. It does not put Mr. Employer in any harm's way with lending the money. Analytics, we understand how important it is, as I mentioned, to report. So we're going to give you guys actionable data that's delivered with strategic, tactical recommendations, timely. Our reports are the latest data to make the best decisions. So the health coaches have all this information right there at their fingertips. They're able to come up with different action plans, work plans that's going to best meet the needs of your employees. Collaboration launches a conservative about evolution of your wellness initiatives. So there are 3 levels of insight to meet. There's value, value plus, and customization. Obviously, we have our standard reports, but then we have customized reports as well. I know one of the questions that always comes up is, so how much are customized reports? One of the things about Provant is that we do not charge for customized reports. One of the reasons is, one, we might already have that report on hand from another client that's asked, or two, you know, we look at our clients to help us build and grow our solution, our model. So at some point, there's going to be another client that's going to come on the same report as well. Sophisticated security. One of the things about Provant, everything is going to be HIPAA compliant. We are also SSAE 16 SOC2, which means essentially all our systems are secure. Risk and Information Security Committee oversees and governs information technology. All our policies and procedures line up with what it is we say we do. IT alignment with organizational strategic plans, IT operational direction, technology outsourcing, IT risk assessment activities are going to be performed in accordance with best practices. We're always going to operate within state guidelines, rules, and regulations. Highly secure physical facilities. Visitor security, we work with a lot of governmental agencies, so we understand that that, video surveillance, and cyber lock systems as well. So what sets Provant apart from our competition? Probably the main thing is going to be the flexibility and customization. As I mentioned, our Humology platform is our platform. It's not a white label platform. So we have the control over what that platform looks like, what we can add, what we can take away, how we can customize that for our clients that we work with. Seamless integration with your carriers, with your broker consultants that you work with, or any other wellness well-being vendor that you might partner with. Simple and secure access. Everything's done in-house. Everything's done at corporate Provant in Rhode Island. All right. And I'm going to show you all a demo now of our portal. Okay, as I mentioned, so this is our portal. It can be customized right here where you see Provant. You could have company XYZ. The whole color scheme could change. As you see right here, we have a moving banner. It could be messaging for a holiday party, anything like that. Wellness champions could be posted there. Whatever you want could be housed right here, any type of messaging. As well as, if you notice, each tile on this is a different color. As I mentioned, you can change the tiles if you want to have workshops at the very top to meet your needs. We can have that as well. Well-being services for you, as I mentioned, you have our cashables, our sleep partner, and our nutritional partner. Just click away and it'll take you right there. Incentives and rewards. So if you want to view your program, you can click View Rewards History, click there, and it'll take your rewards history. If you want to see your screening results, just click right here. Your screening results are right there, and everything's collapsible. We understand how important it is that Michael Brown could be at his desk, employee Chris could be walking by, and then you have easy access to kind of close down that. So as I mentioned, you can see our screening results. View screening results. One of the neat things about our platform and our portal is that for those employees that might be colorblind, they know that 1 dot based upon their health risk assessment is low risk, 3 dots are high risk. As I mentioned, you can see your screening history, so you can see year-over-year results. We understand how important that is. Go back to the home page. Health risk assessment, you can take your health risk assessment right here on the home page. Your health risk assessment score is a 72. The closer you are to 100, the healthier you are. View your health age. You are 43.6 years old, which is lower by 1.4 years. I know that's a little scary for everyone to kind of see what their health age might be, but it's important to know that. Different workshops, as I mentioned, you can view all the workshops. Typically we have about 15 different workshops in-house. It looks like somebody is demoing this. Go to incentives. So your incentive, it actually spells out the different steps. Step 1, your health risk assessment, biometric screening. Step 2 essentially is going to be complete 2 out of the 5 healthy activities. That's right there. Your rewards you have not yet earned and are not eligible for rewards. Go to challenges. So challenges, it lists the current challenges on the left-hand side over here. Click on 2016. It would spell out all the different challenges for 2016. And then you can have your personal challenges that you might be involved with. You have a countdown as to let you know how many days are left within your challenge and what those rewards are. All right, go to Learn. And here you have your healthy library. It's kind of essentially like WebMD, where you put in a search term, and whatever that search term is, that you want diabetes education, you can have that right there at your fingertips. It's pretty neat. Go to different forums. So if you're in a diabetes workshop and there's a diabetes forum going on right now, you can actually participate within that forum. So it asks you what's going on within the forum, different posts where you can go out and post, have different conversations with folks. If you're in a workshop or if you're in a challenge with different people, all that can be within that, built within that forum as well. I go to profile page under community. So your profile page is essentially like a Facebook page. Everyone in the company would not have access to that. When I say everyone, so Michael Brown has a profile page. It's essentially like Facebook. Somebody requests to be your friend, so you're able to share your page with them. And then it'll have all your friends here, comments on your profile, share status, status being if you're in any type of challenges, anything like that. All right. Go back to home. All right. Translate, as I mentioned. So the whole portal can be translated into over 140 different native languages. I will choose Russian. Just with the click of the fingertip, as you can see, the whole portal transforms into Russian. So that's pretty cool right there. All materials that would be printed out of this through our library would be in Russian as well. All right. And now that it's in Russian, there's English. Okay. As I said, so these are different tiles within our portal that can be arranged to however you like. I think probably one of the biggest thing for a lot of the HR folks on the phone is general information that you can house. You can house different programs, 401k, any EAP programs, anything like that. Resources can be a single sign-on link to your carrier. You have it. We can put that all right here in my resources. Any type of documents you want to house within your organization, whether they're HR, if they are, you know, about 401k, any type of discriminatory, anything like that you want to house on this portal as far as your documents for your HR, for your team, all that can be housed right here. And as I mentioned, if you feel that it's important to have general information at the very top, you're configuring the portal to have that up here at the very top. And one other thing I'll show you guys, just so you can have an idea what our mobile app looks like. I'll pull that up. So as you can see, this is actually my handheld device here, my smartphone. All right, and as you can see, the app, the mobile app, looks just like what it's going to look like on your desktop. So for those employees that are out in the field all day, that have a mobile phone and they do everything on their mobile phone, the app looks just like the desktop as well. All right. Well, that concludes my demo for today. Well, Marcelo will take some questions now. I hope you all learned a little bit about Provant and our different comprehensive wellness workplace solutions that we offer.
Thank you, Michael. We did have a few questions come in. So what if an employee doesn't have a trackable device? Can they self-report?
Yes, they can.
Okay, perfect. And what have you guys found that employees are finding as one of the most attractive incentives? Things like gift cards or discounts off of premiums, or what have you guys found in that area?
You know, I had a finalist presentation 2 weeks ago in Atlanta, and the group we met with, they give away cash in the break room for meeting, the specific criteria for going through a health risk assessment. Obviously, everyone likes cash. In my overall experiences, what I've seen, I've been in health and wellness probably about 15 years now. I still think probably the biggest thing is going to be premium differentials.
Okay. Thank you so much for that answer. And if anybody wants to get pricing or a quote or anything like that, should they contact you? And can you maybe pull that slide up with your information just so everybody can have
definitely.
that?
All right, can everyone see that? Can you see that?
Yes, perfect. And
right.
so how does the pricing work just generally?
Pricing generally is going to be a per employee per member cost. Just kind of give you an idea, our groups are anywhere from a 500 life group. 500 life group could be employees, spouses, dependents, and domestic partners on up. So, we used to say our sweet spot is 1,500 lives, but obviously that has changed as wellness and well-being has grown over the last couple of years. We can do anything from flu shots to just doing a flu clinic for you all. We can do biometric screenings, or we could offer a full comprehensive wellness program. Just depends on what your current needs are and what you might have in place right now.
Okay, perfect. That was all the questions we received. So I just wanted to remind everybody that you will be receiving a follow-up email from Phasen Group. We're going to provide you with some of the information you've seen here today. And I just want to thank everybody again for attending, and thank you, Michael, for doing such a great job presenting. And have a great day, everybody.
No worries. Thank you. Thank you all for joining today.
Thank you. Bye.